Hi, page turners, Katja here. Welcome back. If you're feeling ready for transformation and fresh starts, you're in the right place. And you might be wondering about Chinese astrology on this channel because you're absolutely right. Aside from that one book review for the Full Moon Coffee Shop, this channel hasn't really covered zodiac topics. But this is how it began. YouTube deciding to throw some year of the snake predictions my way. Lots of videos. I don't know if you've had the same, but honestly, when it first happened, I wasn't sure what to make of them because I started 2025 with gusto, vim, vigor, gumption, only for the algorithm to let me know through my channel analytics that it was showing my videos to 40% fewer people than it did this time last year. So I don't even know why. Does it tell you why? Of course not. Instead of sulking and wondering why it's sending me loads of Year of the Snake videos, I thought, let me click on this. And I went down the astrology rabbit hole, or should I say, snake hole. And you know what? The vibes were immaculate. It's all transformation, shedding old habits, and trusting your instincts and embracing depth. Yes, yes, and yes, all the things that I've been feeling, especially since like October last year. And this is where I wanted my channel to be going this year. So that got me thinking, what if this actually applies for a lot of people? And how do we apply these themes into our reading lives? So the year of the snake officially begins February 10th, and snakes symbolize wisdom, adaptability, mystery, and elegance. Powerful themes that we can channel to transform our reading, avoid slumps, and tackle our chaotic to be read list with intention. So let's use this energy to transform our reading and ourselves. Grab a cup of tea, locate your metaphorical snake energy, and let's dive in. Shed what doesn't serve you. Snakes shed their skin, leaving behind what no longer fits. And this is the perfect metaphor for unholding books that don't resonate anymore. Look at your shelves and ask yourself, does this actually reflect who I am today or who I want to be? And I certainly found that a lot of books no longer suit me that are on my shelf. So, for example, I'm unhauling Norse mythology and The Ocean at the End of the Lane by Neil Gaiman. So these are both signed first editions. And I used to adore Neil Gaiman's work. I loved Stardust and Neverwhere. But after those two books, my enthusiasm for his newer books really faded. And I got these out of my sort of loyalty to an author and just haven't read them. I think one's from 2013, one from 2017. And now, with the recent news about Neil Gaiman, I realized I have even less motivation to read these. I don't see myself actually going through them. So I'm letting them go, and it already feels liberating to have that weight taken off me. And we've also all been drawn to booktube darlings or book award books that sound exciting, but we know the vibe isn't going to suit us. And then when we try, it just doesn't fit. Now is the time that we can let them go. I mean, you can sell them on or gift them on to someone who is going to appreciate them. Let me know in the comments. Have you unhauled anything recently? Does it feel better? Didn't it match your vibe? Did it feel like a burden to actually still have them? I'd love to hear. And then once you've decluttered your shelves, you get a chance to curate a to be read list with transformation in mind. You'll have created space to focus on books that align with your current goals and passions. And for me, this means prioritizing my Reading the Globe project, which has already kicked off with Clean by Alia, Trabucco, Zerán, a layered narrative delving into personal and political histories, a theme that really resonates deeply with me. I'm also challenging myself to explore philosophy and recently finished The Agony of Eros by Byung-Chul. This short but potent work really shakes up our comfortable assumptions about love, intimacy, and connection, and provides a scathing critique of modern society's tendency to strip Eros of its meaning, its mystery, turning desire into something flat and consumable. So that's taking away deep connection. It's thought-provoking and transformative. It lingers in your mind long after you finished it. So I can highly recommend that one. And it was more accessible than the previous book I read from him. This year, I'm also diving into nature nonfiction with Overstory by Richard Powers, a sprawling, intricate narrative about humanity's connection to trees. And it's described as being life changing. I really want to see how this shifts my perspective on the natural world. I loved the hidden life of trees. I did find some bits a bit esoteric, but I did enjoy that book. So I'll see how I get on with this one. My book recommendation that sort of fits in with these transformative vibes is Big Magic by Elizabeth Gilbert. It's a nonfiction which feels like a pep talk for anyone hesitant to embrace change. And it reminds us that transformation doesn't have to be dramatic and it can start with small, curious steps. Let me know what kind of books you're prioritizing this year. Then trust your experience and intuition. Snakes are wise and instinctive, and we can channel that vibe by trusting our moods and our experiences. So if you're not enjoying a book, pivot. Guilt-free. Life's too short to force stories that drain you. Unhaul it, shelve it for later, or try something new. The choice is yours. It's about really going in with what is feeling right for you. The same goes for goal setting. This year I decided, skip the Goodreads challenge. Instead, I'm focusing on quality over quantity. And my Reading the Globe project has given me some sort of structure with 25 meaningful books while allowing space for spontaneity. And at the end of this video, I'm going to give you a breakdown of what the snake energy is supposed to mean for different signs. And definitely the vibe that I was getting to leave numbers behind is very much something that came up for Earth Sheep. So I'm an Earth Sheep. Anyway, we will get to that. Book recommendations, I would say, again, leaning into a nonfiction nature book, Braiding Sweetgrass by Robin Wall Kimmerer, a reflective blend of indigenous wisdom and science, offering gentle, grounding lessons about nature and reciprocity, a perfect match for that snake wisdom and intuition energy. And on my TBR, The Prophet by Kahlil Gibran. This is actually a reread, a timeless collection of essays on love, work, and community, and it feels like an old friend. I'm excited to revisit it this year and see what fresh insights it offers. Then we get embracing a slower, reflective pace. Now, snakes move with deliberate elegance, and we can bring that same energy to our reading lives. Focus on savoring books, reflecting on their impact, and choosing quality over quantity. This ties in beautifully with initiatives like Mental Health May, hosted by Kim at Middle of the Book March and Marilyn Maya Mendoza. Their emphasis on mindfulness and well-being in reading is really inspiring and aligns with this reflective energy of the snake year. And keeping with that energy, I would go with a book recommendation of The Housekeeper and the Professor by Yoko Ogawa. It's a quiet, profound story about memory and human connection, which lingers in your mind. I'm going to say this a lot about all the books I'm recommending because they have stuck in my mind. Anyway, do you have a favorite reflective read? Let me know. I'm always looking for suggestions. Then we get to finding hidden gems. The snake thrives in mystery, making this the perfect year to seek out hidden gems, lesser known titles, indie press treasures, or brilliant translations. And you can find some of those here, but shout outs to fellow booktubers like Roz at Scally Dandling About the Books, who has been one of those channels that's brought up books that I hadn't heard of before. Scott from Gunpowder Fiction and Plot and Sarah at Eyes on Indie. They're masters at unearthing these overlooked gems. And for me, my Discord community as well has been a goldmine for discovering international voices and backlist treasures. Now, my own recommendation comes from an author that is actually well known, At Dusk by Hwang Sok Yong. A poignant story about South Korea's modernization told through two contrasting lives. It's beautifully written, deeply reflective, offering insight into the sacrifices that come with progress. And it's fairly short. There's a lot of symbolism in it, so you're going to want to be one of those people that likes to dig deeper into certain bits. But although he is a well known author, it's his memoir and books based on his life that often do really, really well and get all the attention. And I don't feel like this book is very well known from him. And on my TBR, The Long Form by Kate Briggs, which was recommended by Sarah from Eyes on Indie, and An Unnecessary Woman by Rabi Alameddin. And this book was recommended by someone from my amazing community here on BookTube. So, one of my subscribers, Exiled Soul. So, really, the Year of the Snake invites us to embrace transformation, wisdom, and growth on and off the page. So, we get a chance to shed what doesn't serve us, savor what brings us joy, and discover stories that challenge and inspire us. Looking at a slightly more personalized way that the key themes of the snake year are going to affect each Chinese zodiac sign. So let's have a quick look. For the rat, we've got growth and exploration. This year encourages rats to step out of their comfort zones, whether it's trying a new genre or tackling that intimidating classic on your shelf. Embrace challenges and watch yourself grow. The ox, resilience and patience. Oxen may face slow progress in 2025, but that's okay because you can focus on cultivating steady habits like daily reading or journaling and trust that your persistence will pay off. The tiger, transformation and boldness. Tigers, this is your time to make your bold moves. Take risks with your TBR, pick up books outside your usual genres, dive into epic series, or even start that writing project you've been dreaming about. Rabbits, reflection and balance. After the intensity of 2024, rabbits are encouraged to slow down, prioritize self care reads, reflective memoirs, and quiet stories that resonate deeply. Now, as I'm reading these out, let me know if this is actually resonating for you, if you know your Chinese astrology. I put the year dates in as well. Dragon, inspiration and creativity. Dragons thrive on energy and vision this year. Channel this into creative projects, whether it's creating booktube content, journaling your reading journey, or starting a book club. And then the snake itself, wisdom and renewal. As the ruling sign this year, snakes are in their element, embracing transformation, shedding old habits, diving deep into stories that challenge and inspire them. Then the horse, freedom and adventure. Horses will feel a pull toward exploration. Consider international reads or books with sprawling, adventurous narratives. Think sweeping fantasies or epic historical fiction. Then the goat or the sheep. Like me, connection and community. And I definitely felt this. So for goats, 2025 is about building meaningful bonds. Join buddy reads, participate in readathons, or focus on heartwarming stories about love, friendship, and family. And this vibe really started for me way back in October when I reached out to other booktubers for collaborations and revived the Discord. So I'm feeling that. Then monkey, adaptability and curiosity. Monkeys will thrive by staying open to change, experiment with your reading, try audiobooks, graphic novels, or interactive storytelling to keep things fresh. Then the rooster, focus and achievement. Roosters can achieve great things in 2025 by being disciplined. Set ambitious but realistic goals for your reading year and celebrate each milestone. So, potentially, you're someone who's actually being pulled towards quantity and setting your Goodreads challenge. Dog, loyalty and purpose. Dogs might feel reflective this year. Choose books that align with your values. Stories about justice, courage, and resilience will feel especially fulfilling. Maybe join me for the Three Musketeers read along. Anyway, pig, abundance and joy. Pigs are encouraged to embrace joy in 2025. Indulge in comfort reads, explore lushly written fantasies, or revisit old favorites that make you smile. And that's it. The Year of the Snake, which is all about wisdom, transformation, and growth on and off the page, is a year in which we can shed what doesn't serve us and embrace what helps us to thrive. Let me know what books make you think of the themes of this year. Share your picks in the comments or just leave a little snake emoji to say hi. Thanks so much for tuning in, and as always, keep turning those pages.